Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do lead code, not the daily, lead code weekly challenge, second question, and it's as you can see, its difficulty level is medium. So surely there would be somehow tweak in this question which we are required to think of, and according to that we are required to proceed in this question. So in this question, basically, and yeah, even before starting this question, as you are already doing with daily code weekly challenges, bi-weekly, and even the daily challenges. So you can also check out the Newton School's coding competitions, about which you can figure out for the link in the description below. And the thing is, and even the best part of this thing is like, when you will be the best performer, right? Or you could be in the rank of the best performer, then in that sense, the thing would be that you will be getting some exciting prizes, and even the registration for the same is completely free of cost. So why don't you try for the same? So that's why just head over to the description below and find that link. So this was about it, and now let us check out this particular question. So let us first read this question, then check out for the constraints of the same, and then write in about the test cases which are being there, and then we will be heading over towards the coding part of the same. So here you are given an integer array prefix of size n. Find the return, find the find and return the array of size n that satisfies ref of I equals to array of zeros or array of 1 up to array of I. Basically, till that ith index, we are required to do XOR of each and every element. And here, note that this particular symbol is denoting the bitwise XOR operation. It can be proven that the answer is unique. So, if you recall that in our previous classes and in the college time, or even in the, I don't know if we had done in school or not, but I guess college time surely we had done that. In school also we have done the properties of XOR. So basically, when the question about the XOR came, the first thing which strike to my mind was about checking the properties of XOR. And I realized that how the things are. Like when there are similar elements, right? So the answer would be when there are similar elements, then the answer would be uh, 0, right? And when there are dissimilar elements, then the answer would be 1, basically in these cases. But when there is something like this, then there would be something like this, right? And if we do Z XOR Y, then we will be getting X. This was also one of the things. So utilizing this particular property only, we can figure out for all these elements. So that's the thing. Now this 5 would be something like the first element only, right? So as it has mentioned that we are required to do XOR of the prefix. So how the prefix works? Prefix works like this, means at this particular ith, we will be having ith element. Then at this means at this, when I is equal to 0, so we will be having 0th element. When we are at p, what we say 1, then there would be element 0 plus 1. And I is, I'm saying about the indices, 0 plus 1 indices, which simply reflects array of 0 plus array of 1. This is I'm saying about the prefix sum. And when we are at this index, so we will be having array of 0 plus array of 1 plus array of 2. So like this, we are able to check for the prefixes, right? So basically, we are required to utilize this property. This is the thing which we will be utilizing here. And the next thing which we are required to check is about the prefixes. So when we are at this point, so because of this point, answer would be straightforward. But when we are at this point and we are required to figure out that with which number we had did XOR so that we got this answer. So for this purpose, we will be doing XOR of previous, which was there. with the present and we will be getting our answer as 7 because X XOR with Y gives Z, but Z XOR with X will give us Y. So this is the thing which is there. So utilizing this fact only, we are now required to write our solution. But now comes the part about the time complexity and space complexity. So the thing is that when you do XOR, so it's always about the 32-bit operation. But here the thing is that we are given with this n size array, right? And we are required to do XOR for each and every element, right? And we are traversing this as well. So in that context, our time complexity will become order of n. But the space complexity, that would be surely order of 1. And why I'm saying surely order of 1 because we won't be storing anywhere anything. We will be directly doing XOR with the input itself. So that's the thing. Its space complexity would be directly order of 1. So now even let us see the constraints as well, that how they have given us constraints. So the constraint here is 10 is to the 5 and each element would be up to 10 is to the power 6. Although here we could have utilized it in log n or order of n square solution as well. But the thing is that if we can do it in order of n, then why we are required to go ahead with order of n log n or n square solution, right? So that's the thing. Now if we see this particular example also, here you can see how they have explained us. So pref of 0 has 5. And then when we do 5 or 7, we get 2 as the answer, means this particular, right? But what we are required to do is we are required to do 5 or 2 so that we get 7 as an answer. So that we get 7 in our output. Now about this particular. Here the thing would be because it is a prefix sum, right? So in the prefix sum, we are having all the elements added up till that particular point, right? So that's why 5s or 7s or 2, all of them XOR would be required. So that's why they are doing XOR in that manner. And this is the thing which we are required to take care in our solution as well. So now from these observations only, let me put you with some pseudo code so that you are able to think and get with a final answer. So the thing is that we will be required, let me do completely pseudocode. For I in range, we will be going from 1 to n. That we will be going ahead. And then the thing would be as we are doing XOR and getting our answer. So our answer of I, basically our answer of 0, we will be putting that as it is. Means whatever our prefix of 0 is there. Because this is as it is only. Here we hadn't done any XOR, right? So we are starting from 1 because 0 is already sorted. So now here we will be doing with pref of I minus 1 XOR with, but see, if we do pref of I minus 1, the thing which they are doing, this will be missed out. So that's why we are required to do answer of I minus 1 rather than pref of I minus 1. So here we will be doing answer of I minus 1 XOR with pref of I. And because of this, at the end, we will be able to get our answer. Means when this loop ends, so we can at the end return our answer. What returns first answer. So this is the pseudo code which we are required to do in this particular. So let us head over to our final answer for this thing. Means how we are required to do this question. So this is the thing which was required as I already told. Now here, same things which we were doing. So why we are initializing with 0 so that it doesn't show us runtime error. It acts as an array rather than just as the vector. And then we are assigning the 0th index with the 0 that. And then we are starting from 1. And here we are doing XOR in this manner. So now here you can clearly see that here we are not using that answer of I minus 1. We are using pref of I minus 1. This thing I had also noticed, like earlier when I was using answer of I minus 1, then it was not giving me the right answer. Then it was giving something like this first case only. It was giving me here something like this, means 5 7, 7, then 4, and some other number was there. This is what it was giving me. But when I had put this particular thing, means pref of I minus 1 XOR with pref of I, then it started giving me the exactly right answer. So although I was figuring out that why this thing is there, because the thing is you can clearly see here as well that here it is checking for previous elements also, because prefix sum is about the previous elements as well, right? So this was somehow doubt in my mind as well that why this was working but not the other way around. So that I will like in I'll check by myself once and post in the comment that why this worked and why that answer of I minus one didn't work. But yeah, for time being, as as per this principle only, means x XOR y equal to z and z XOR y equal to x. So because of that only, this particular thing is working. This the doubt which I was saying about was that rather than this pref of I minus 1, it should be answer of I minus 1. That doubt is corresponding to that prefix sum only. So that is a separate thing. But this particular thing is completely perfect as per the job which they require. So this was all for this particular video. I'll confirm that particular thing and write in the description even. But for time being, as per the job operations which are required, so this was all for the same. And if you like this explanation, please do like and subscribe to my channel and do share among your friends. So this was all. Thank you.